It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm super excited today to bring you another beer from Samuel Smith's Brewery. I bought a load of their beers from a local bottle shop recently. I've reviewed them all before. Indeed, I've reviewed this one before, but not for 10 years or so. And I thought to myself, sometimes when you go in a bottle shop, you see a certain line of beers from a brewery and you go, ooh, I really want to try them. Even though I haven't tried them for years, I want to try them again. And that's what I was faced with. Went to my local bottle shop. I could see all these lovely... Now, do I have another bottle? The Samuel Smith's beers, they're all in unique 550 milliliter glass bottles. And they all have this lovely, unique kind of not all of them, but foil wraps. And I love everything about this brewery. Their labels, the way they, everybody else has put their beer in 500 milliliter bottles. They've gone, it's 550 ml. It's more or less a pint bottle. And when they're all lined up together on the shelf, they really are inviting. They can be IPA, there can be cans and multicolored shelves of beer all over the place. And lower down, they had these Samuel Smiths in the range of beer. And I just got my basket. I put each one in the basket, and I've been making my way through them again. And the quality of the beer has been fantastic, really, really fantastic. So I'm super excited then to get into this India Ale from Samuel Smith's in a 550 milliliter bottle, 5% ABV. They use the old can filter, the old square fermentation vessels. So they're open fermenters. I have seen an open fermenter. I've seen a couple of open fermenters, one in Poland and one in, and the other one was Poland too. Beautiful pub in Wrocław in Poland that brew their own beer, and they've got this glass wall, and behind the glass wall is an open fermenter where you can see the beer kind of doing its thing. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Let's get this beer out then into a glass and see what we get. India Ale, so do we call it IPA? I suppose we do. There we go, there we go. Two finger tight white head. Good levels of slow moving carbonation. It's an amber coloured beer. So they've used some darker malts here in this beer to produce this rich, almost ruby red, ruby amber coloured beer. It looks fantastic. Let's get the aroma. Whoa. Now, where do I sit with it? This is more... It's actually quite hoppy, but it's a little bit earthy at the same time. So what I'm going to say here is they may have used a couple of American hops in here, but it's got that kind of British hop earthiness about it. And that's great. I like that. But it's rich and sweet at the same time. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That is decadent. That is lovely. That really is lovely. That is almost, you know, you get them barley sweets. A lot of things come from beer. It's a normal thing. Ovaltine probably was somebody messing about with wort, drinking wort at a brewery and was like, I wish I could package this. And they did. They made Ovaltine. Horlicks, same thing. Malted drinks. That's how can we tin this? And this has the, you know, the old barley sweets, you know, the sweet golden old-fashioned sweets, that kind of sweet boiled sweet. You get a sense that somebody drank a beer like this many moons ago and said to themselves, I really like the sweetness of this. How do I package that? How do I make that into something a small child could eat? Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. It starts off sweet over here. A little bit of sweetness on this wing of the beer, and then it goes over to being lovely and bitter. But it's not just a crossover from being sweet and bitter. It's not just sweet, bitter. There's fantastic flavours of malt with that sweetness, and that passes over very quickly into sort of kind of like slightly earthy flavours, a little bit of licorice, a little bit of kind of spicy peppery, and bitterness coming through in the beer. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And it is quite bitter. It is quite a bitter beer. So, India Ale. I could stand here and talk to you about India Ale, but should we let Samuel Smith do the talking on the back of this label then? There we go. In the 19th century, there was a considerable trade in beer from Britain to India. The land of spice was Britain's major export market. The heavy hop levels of these pale beers shipped on the long voyage to India naturally preserved the beer and complemented the flavourful and exotic cuisine of the East. Definitely. Have you ever had a fantastic Indian curry with an IPA? Oh, it gets me salivating. Samuel Smith's India Ale is characterised by the colour of a golden sunset, a refined maltiness and an emphasis on the aroma and flavour from the UK's best hop gardens. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful beer. There's one of the stone Yorkshire squares there. They use open fermenters at Samuel Smith's. I'd love to go there. I would love to go to that brewery. Love to go and see that, talk to the owner, drink their beer. It's great, absolutely great. Love it. Stone the Crows, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.